Hey everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee. It's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show. I keep vowing I'm going to have more economic information for everybody, but then I drop the ball, and partially it's because, you get tired of watching all the bad news all the time. I do know a couple of things of interest that I will pass on. The tax bill that, the person in the White House wanted passed has not happened yet. Apparently it's stalled because some members blocked it. They're unhappy. They even want more cuts to services that matter to us. I will also say that this is a little bit less, something more I have to research, but apparently I think some of these tornadoes that just happened overnight in some of the states, people may not have gotten as good a warning as they used to because of, some of the cutbacks in NOAA and things like that. I want to research that more, but that's very important. And also I want to follow up on, there's been so much destruction in states like Wisconsin, I think it is, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, lately, that I want to follow up and see if there's going to be support for people rebuilding, because everything is just up in the air right now. So a lot of people might be left hanging with no support system in place. The other thing of importance is that Moody's, one of the final credit ratings that hasn't downgraded the U.S.'s credit rating yet, has done so. And apparently, this credit rating has been positive since 1917. I don't know if that's the inception of Moody's or what, but since 1917. So this is really disappointing. The U.S. has downgraded because of the uncertainty in the economy and a budget that, despite all of the cuts they're making, still seems to be having big deficits. Could it be because we need to tax a certain segment of the U.S. Population that is not getting taxed fairly and is actually getting tax breaks? We have to really think about this now. All right. That's my soapbox. Take it for what it's worth. All right. So let's take a look at what's going on here for the collective. I am using the Sacred Creators Oracle by Chrisanne. I've been shuffling this a bit, so let's just get on with it. Yay! It's about celebrating your wins. So I'm hoping that means we're actually going to have some this week, people. It would be nice, wouldn't it? So that is number 49. Get that right here. Celebrate your wins. You've earned a few golden stars that you haven't given yourself enough credit for. And it's time to indulge in some serious self-praise with some lavish celebration. And what this reminds me of, and let's take a look at the essential meanings. Let me just throw this in there right now. The essential meanings of the card is a time to list accomplishments, allowing praise, feeling deep pride, knowing that you are deserving of positive attention. This just has a little bit of a feel of the Six of Wands to me, I was going to say. Go all out. Look for the wins you've had and focus on everything you've accomplished. Write it down. See the progress you've made because you've come a long way, baby. It can be far too easy to ruminate on what's not working, and as a result, some of your amazing work gets shrugged off, downplayed, or downright missed. Are you able to see how to tune it out in order to tune into your own vibe and creative worth? Or creative north, I'm sorry, your creative north. This is especially true when others don't understand your vision or when you are doing something totally new. The absence of external validation can be a creativity killer if you find yourself unable to move ahead without it. It's time to know thyself and to rely on your own acumen and intuition as you decide something's value. Accept the positive when it's there, and in its absence, be your own cheerleader. I love it. Allow your own potential to inspire you and tune out the noise of external validation whenever it's not gifting you joy. Throw a headset on, light a candle in your heart, groove to your own favorite drum beat, and relax. Your unique gift for seeing the world is, in your unique way, will guide you. When do you rely on someone else's opinion, and whose perspective is the most important when there is a difference of opinion? How can you use external validation as a way to market test or perception check without relying on it for inspiration? How can you learn to be your own compass? When is your optimal time to seek a second opinion? In your current situation, you must have the only voice that matters. What does your heart say? That's what matters. And it's an interesting card because the Six of Wands, which I feel this kind of relates to, is about external validation or feeling the support around you. And I think here it talks about that a little bit, but it also says, rely on yourself. Rely on yourself. And especially I consider external validation unhealthy when people are just supporting you to kind of promote themselves. Look whose side I'm on. I'm on the winning team. Stuff like that. I think what really matters is not just the people who validate you, but the people who back it up by truly supporting you, lifting you in some way, buying your products, talking it up to other people. Those are the kind of people who are your supporters. So you yourself need to be your own best cheerleader here. Celebrate your wins, celebrate your accomplishments, and as it said, in the absence of that, be your own best cheerleader. Root yourself on to success. Good luck with that. That's what I have for the collective. Kind of like that card. All right. Okay, onto the readings and onto the astrology for the week ahead. And I just want to remind everybody that the readings I'm about to do for the astrological signs of the zodiac are good for the week of May 18th today, or Sunday, through May 24th. The moon will be traveling during this time from Capricorn on Sunday, May 18th, into Aquarius, transiting into Aquarius, and it will keep moving all the way through to Aries on the 24th, transiting into Taurus that day. The sun is entering Gemini on May 20th. Happy birthday I say my fellow, because you're my rising signs, but to all the Geminis out there. And Saturn is entering Aries, dun dun dun, on May 24th. Saturday, May 24th. And happy Victoria Day to Canadian supporters. May you have a fun day, a happy day celebrating. I guess it was in honor of Queen Victoria, and that's on May 19th, Monday, May 19th. I also want to give a shout out, since I'm doing this today, happy 109th anniversary of my mother's birth. She was born 109 years ago, May 17th, 1916, and I wanted to give her a shout out, and I'm wearing the lucky hat in her honor today with the four-leaf clover up, because she loved to play the lottery and gamble, and hoping for the big wins, which she had a few wins. I wouldn't say anything huge, but hey, I'm hoping she'll give me one.
Hey, Mom, baby needs a new pair of shoes.
No, I got my shoes taken care of recently.
I'm the baby.
Oh, But baby does need some things, this baby. Yes, she does. All right, baby wants a KitchenAid stand mixer. All right, among other things. All right, let's get on with it. We wasted enough time here being silly and stuff. And so now, let's get going with Aries. We start with my sign, Aries, sun, moon, and rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's get this off on the right foot, Aries. Come on. But with Saturn going into our sign, I'm not sure what to expect here. So let's take a lookie. Well, we start off with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is upright. We have the Page of Pentacles upright. And, oh, it's that darn Saturn, isn't it? We got the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is upright. Holy moly. Okay. You know, if you haven't gone through this Ten of Swords moment already, Aries, where you feel stabbed in the back, you feel like the rug was pulled out from under you, feel that there was some vicious maneuvers, this could be a job loss, an unexpected turn of events financially or otherwise, somebody making a sudden maneuver that put you at a serious disadvantage. Were they out to get you? It could be competition and whatnot. So either this has just happened to you, or for some of you, you may be experiencing it this week. And I wonder here if it's squashing your ability to start something new. There's something you really wanted to get off the ground, either financially, investment-wise, business-wise, or maybe, even educationally, but you feel stymied now. You feel kind of stuck. And I feel here the Knight of Swords is saying you should try to push through this anyway. You shouldn't let whatever this is stop you from trying to obtain your goals, if at all possible. I realize the environment economically and otherwise is not too friendly right now, in the world and particularly in the U.S., but don't let, this setback or what somebody else has put in your way stop you. I think the Knight of Swords is about movement, thinking fast on your feet. Think of a fast way to turn this around and to be able to still, get off the ground what you were hoping to do. Whether it's a new product line, whether it's a new business, whether it's a new investment. Good luck with that. Okay, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. It's funny how one card can change the whole tone of a reading, isn't it? Looking at that Aries reading there. You have the Queen of Wands, Taurus reversed. Wow. Well, the partners here, the King of Wands, upright. That's kind of interesting to me. Okay, I know what's going on here. Yeah, and the moon. The moon is upright as well. Okay, I got this. I hope you have this too, Taurians. You might be feeling a little bit shy or a little bit reserved right now about stepping into your power or about doing what you wanted to do. Maybe uncertain times uncertainty in the markets, uncertainty in the business world, uncertainty at your job is holding you back. Holding you back right now from wanting to totally shine, wanting to get yourself out there, maybe going for that new job opportunity. Maybe you feel you're safer staying where you are, even though it's not the best of worlds for you. You know, I'm just throwing that example out there so you can think about how this applies. The King of Wands is here to say you're stronger than this. You are tougher than this. And you need to summon your inner. I had a card earlier this week that used the term soul fire. You need to summon that inner strength of yours, that inner courage to allow you to overcome any self-doubts, any worries about how others are viewing what you want to do, or that it's not the right time for you to do this. You need to trust yourself and just do it. You know, the king is here. He will, you know, this energy will take care of you if you really exhibit it, if you really show your power, show you're strong, show that you can take risks and chances, even though things aren't very clear cut right now. So good luck with that. Very powerful reading, I think, there, Taurians. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. You've got the Six of Swords upright, Geminis. Wow. Hey, you have the Empress upright. And the Five of Cups is also upright. Okay. It's all right. I see what's going on here, too. Interesting reading for you, Geminis. I think here you are determined to... I can almost look at two things here. Sometimes I feel like this card is saying maybe you feel you've lost something. Maybe you feel something, there's some disappointing, there's been some setback and there's no way to turn this around. But you do have cups standing still upright in the Five of Cups. This could mean one of two things. One, you just pack up your bags and you move on to other opportunities. Or two, you realize there may still be something left here to build on. So I feel here the Empress is here to say, get to work on figuring it out. Take that disappointment and try to turn it around by looking at what you have left to work with and making a go of it, or deciding that, hey, okay, this didn't work out, but I don't have to sit here and mull over it. I can just move on to something new. Get creative here. Start thinking it through. You'll come up with a plan either way. And the Six of Swords here is saying to me that you are going to be able to leave some of this sorrow behind. I'm looking at this here and saying that you are going to move on one way or another. You're either going to say, you may have kept me, this may have set me back, but it hasn't destroyed the project, and you might be able to move it forward into a calmer, easier going flow moving forward, or you're going to let it go and move on something else. These readings are really involved this week. These are real interesting to me so far. Good luck with that, Geminis. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. You have the Queen of Cups reversed. You have the Two of Cups upright. You have the Page of Swords reversed. Oh boy. Well, generally, I like to think the Two of Cups is positive, Cancers, but I'm not so sure here. I do think that maybe this is just saying some partnership, some collaboration right now is bringing you down a little bit, maybe stressing you out, or maybe you're acting out a little bit emotionally with some people that you are working with because it just seems like there's missed communications going on or misinterpretations. It just seems like the messages are getting misconstrued and causing arguments with one another. It could be that maybe there's a difficulty in seeing other people's perspective or truly listening to others, or vice versa, that others are not listening to you. So it's making kind of a mess in your workplace right now, or maybe with other people you're trying to set up a financial plan with, moving forward, maybe with a business that you're partnering with somebody in. I'm looking at it with those areas in particular. It could also be in your workplace among you and your colleagues disagreeing on, the plan or the way forward. Good luck trying to work that out. Try to be clear, try to be truthful and honest, and by all means, make sure that everybody is respectful and listening to one another. Hey Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Well, you have the King of Pentacles reversed, Leos. What's up with that? It's going to be Court Cardapalooza again. Knight of Cups is upright. I've had a few readings with a number of court cards. And the Nine of Wands is reversed. This is so interesting to me. I don't know, Leos. I almost get the feeling this week you have your mind on other things. Maybe other pleasurable things. Maybe you're planning a vacation. Maybe you're planning a trip. You're kind of dropping the ball. You don't have your eye on things this week. It could cost you. So I want to remind you, to keep your eye focused on the prize. And also make sure everything is in order. It just seems like you might be drifting, you're emotionally happy, it seems like, but you may be, taking your eye off the ball here, maybe leaving you unprepared for something that's coming up that may cost you either some revenue, may cost you some of your investments if you're not keeping your eye on those, the changes that are going on. Something that's not right here, and I think here it's great to be in a good blissful place in other areas of your life, but you need to get back here and focus on the reality and make sure everything is in order. Good luck with that, Leos. Hey Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. You've got the King of Cups upright. A lot of court cards this week. I'm noticing that already. Be a lot of interactions with people. Three of Wands is upright. Should I be surprised? King of Swords is upright. Here we go. Well, this is aspected well for you Virgos. I have to say here, this is a time where you are anticipating some something coming in, some revenue, some good news, maybe getting a job, maybe getting a promotion, maybe you feel really confident and secure that you're planning, the work you've put into something has paid off and there's going to be dividends of some sort. And it's making you feel very happy and secure and maybe even a bit generous with your time and energy for others right now. It's putting you in a great frame of mind. And also, this is all coming about because you have made some really solid decisions for yourself, and people are recognizing, that you're a very authentic person. You're showing your most authentic side. And I just think, your authentic side, your caring side, so positive that it's going to pay off for you this week. You are taking the lead in a really, a positive way. I almost sense maybe there's some mentorship going on here too. You might be mentoring others this week, seeing all this kingly influence here. You'll be making important decisions that will lead to happiness and an expected return on investment. Good luck with that. Nice readings. A few of these have been. We've had some up and down here for sure. Hey, it's Libra's turn. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. I think that we do that. Got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is reversed. The Emperor is reversed. The Eight of Cups is upright. Wow. Okay. So you maybe aren't totally happy with conditions right now. This could be in the workplace. This could be your financial conditions. Perhaps you've gotten a little lazy not managing it properly. Perhaps, maybe also you've been too scrutinizing things and maybe allowing like different trends, what you see happening affect your judgment here. In other words, you might be making some rash decisions or some inappropriate decisions. You're acting out of fear instead of a place of wisdom. And you're not exactly comfortable with the way things are going. I could also feel here that in the workplace, employees right now may be dealing with managers who are very micromanaging, scrutinizing every move, looking for any reason to fire you or let you go. Boy, this almost seems like the government, to me, and what they're doing to their employees. But it could be other things as well. And so you're not satisfied. You're not happy. Guess what? You're thinking of moving on. You're thinking of moving on. And so I think with this other situation I spoke about here with maybe not managing things properly, and taking, making bad decisions, you will start seeing the light here. You will start making wiser decisions. You'll be operating from a higher level of consciousness, not just reacting to situations as they develop and out of fear, a place of fear. You will be thinking it out more. And if it's the workplace situation that's making you unhappy, hey, move on. This shows you moving on and making that decision. I'm worth more than this. I'm worth better treatment than this. Good luck with that. Good luck, Libras. Hey, Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising. Experience me for the ahead. You have the Page of Wands upright. I'm just laughing because it's more court cards. You have the King of Swords upright. Wow. This is a little bit different from the other reading, but it's close. You got the Nine of Wands reversed, where we had that before. So, but this is a bit of a different spin for sure. Are you ready? Are you ready? Or are you, it's time for you to make a decision, a well thought out decision on taking on a new opportunity for growth and advancement at this time, or maybe starting up a new business venture, or maybe a new investment potential. It's time for you to make a decision on this, because it seems like you haven't been prepared. You may, something good may come along and you're not ready. Are you ready to make a choice and do something new? Has something presented itself? It seems like maybe some good news may be coming to you that will force your hand a little bit, and make a well-informed choice and decision. Don't lose a good opportunity because you weren't prepared. Maybe you should check it out. You can always say no, right? So just prepare yourself and be ready for something new coming your way. Wow, interesting, Scorpio. Wonder what that's about. Sagittarians, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Just going to say it again for everybody. It seems to me your interactions with others this week, are going to play a big role in, your success or your challenges in the week ahead. Got the Two of Cups reversed. Well, and so is the Ten of Swords. It's back, but it's reversed this time. You got the Ace of Cups upright. Wow. Well, here we go. Here we go. This is kind of one of those situations, Sages, where I just go bam, bam, bam. So something hasn't worked out for you. Some partnership, some working relationship, some relationship between you and the place you work at, some relationship between the people you're working on your finances, your books with, etc. A bank you do business with, places you do businesses with. And it's time to heal. It's time to move on. It's basically it. It's just dust yourself off from whatever went wrong here and move on. It's time. You're in a healing mode. And guess what? You're ready. You're ready to follow and pursue a new passion, goal, or dream, or a partnership of some sort, or working maybe with different people or in a different environment. I think it's pretty clearly laid out here. So good luck with that. Alrighty, we're on Aquarius. Nope. How could I forget? We're on Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. This is probably going to be an epically long show, isn't it, Mr. O?
You're at 34.
Oh, that's not too bad yet. I could drag it out more.
You could.
And it probably will. All right. You want to give any short shrift to the rest of the signs here? All right, Capricorns, you got the Four of Cups upright. Uh-oh, you got the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is reversed. Well, I guess that's what you're mulling over. Guess what's back? This is a three-peat, but it's upright this time, the Nine of Wands. Interesting. All right. You've got a lot to think about here, I think, Capricorns. Some of you are worried, perhaps that support is, there's no support out there for you. Whether this is with colleagues in a working relationship, I'm just going to go through what I first feel about this when I saw this card with this card combination. Let me do that first. So Capricorns, one scenario for some of us is we're really mulling over the fact that we feel that there may be a lack of support in the place you work at or in your job or maybe your business. You feel you're not getting enough support from customers. And so you're worried about the future here. You're preparing yourself. You're preparing yourself for an expected downturn if it hasn't happened already, or possibly having to change what you do. You're wondering here what more you can do to make things work for you. Is there something else that might help, or are you doing too much right now and everything hasn't worked out, and is it time for you to move on? And if you're not getting the support from others, that is problematic. I feel here that this lack of preparedness too may cause, I'm looking and reading this another way now, may cause others to lose their support for you at a time when you maybe need it most, and now it's left you really anxious and concerned about what to do next. What do you need to do next? So I could look at this either way. I wish you luck with that. May go over that a little bit more when I am in the chat on Sunday. Alrighty, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's see what's going on. Okay. It's the Two of Cups. I guess it's a 3 or 4 peak for this one. The Two of Cups is upright. Oh boy, the Three of Swords is reversed though. There's a lot of emotional stuff going on this week too, now that I'm thinking about it. And the Page of Swords is reversed. Yeah. Well, some of you may be experiencing some deep sorrow over the fact that a promising partnership, business venture, a collaboration of some sort with your peers, your colleagues at work is just not worked out. It's left you feeling disappointed and sad. It was a bad beginning. It was a bad start. It even went off to a bad start, and so there seems to be no growth potential here. It's kind of back to the drawing board, so to speak. For others, I almost feel here that it could be something else going on, that maybe something that some of you Aquarians have been wanting to get off the ground has failed, or there are setbacks, and you're very sad. Let's just say that. But there may be some people around you who may want to work with you on trying to make this work, trying to help you fix what went wrong. It's possible here. So I think on the one hand, it may be, that way for some of you and that way for others of you. Some of you may have more support while others may be lacking it. I feel that here kind of more strongly. Good luck with that. And finally, we're on Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. One new one. Got the Six of Wands upright. I like seeing that. Wow. Pisces, va boom. Got the World upright as well. Ah, the TFT party card. Boy, I wanted to end on a happy note. And Pisces, sometimes I've been hard on you, but not this week. You know, it seems to me that the Six of Wands is spelling a victory in some area of your life. There's a win for you this week, whether it's financial, whether it's in your educational pursuits. You're getting applauded. You know, this is, well, we're probably a little bit beyond graduation season now, but some may still be graduating. And so this might be a culmination of something. Look, the world is here. Something is being completed, a milestone. Maybe some of you are lucky enough to be able to retire this year, and you're retiring from a job, which you also might feel is a big victory, especially if it's not, say, a forced retirement. It's something you planned on. So you're in the winner's circle, and you have reason to celebrate. You have reason to party this week. This is major. Maybe some of you are getting a raise. You're moving on to a better job. You've completed a cycle. You're leaving something behind victoriously to, you know, start something new. Celebrate your success. Enjoy it, Pisces. Wow, nice reading. I hope it holds true for a lot of you. Good luck with that. All right, that's what I have for everybody, and I guess I better move quickly now to go through what we've got going this week, because it's a busy week for us. Okay, on May 18th, today, we've got another live show, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll answer any of your questions, but get there early. We will cut off the list when we have enough in there. All right, so also I want to remind everybody that on Sun in Gemini is May 20th, which is Tuesday, and Tuesday is when we will be celebrating Gemini's birthday with our monthly modality message. For all the modalities of the Zodiac, this reading will be good for the entire Gemini season. It's a video reading, and we do it for the elemental signs of, no, we do it for the modalities of the Zodiac. So be there and get that reading. It is good for the entire Gemini season. And also on that very same day, I am so sorry to tell you, it is fourth quarter moon, and we must do an unhappy hour. So sadly, we get to tell you what is going wrong in your world, but we want to help you turn those frowns upside down. So join us for a happy hour video, which will also be coming out sometime on the 20th. Watch it at your leisure. It's good till the next fourth quarter moon. All right. Then on Wednesday is Mr. O's Goth Tarot. Check it out. He'll be updating you on our monthly shadow reading and giving you his own reading. I won't be there, but watch it anyway. I couldn't resist Mr. O. Mr. O is always very good with his readings. People love his Goth Tarot. He's got a very loyal following. All right, so that's on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Thursdays, we have another live show, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Answer any question. Get there early. We don't want to be up till the midnight hour now. So we hope to see you there. And on Friday, Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges, where you can find out about love, romance, and all the things that make your heart go pitter-patter, as well as your other interpersonal relations in life. That video comes out at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's good for the week ahead. Watch it at your leisure. And then Happy Hour is next Saturday at its
Regular time.
10 a.m.
Unless otherwise noted.
Okay, subject to change, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can only get one single card from us, no questions asked. We just make you happy. We give you a positive message for your week ahead. So join us for Happy Hour. We had a great show this week. Just love our Tarot Tribe. We have a lot of fun on Happy Hour. So hope to see you there, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Well, take care, everybody. Have a prosperous week ahead, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.